expeditions to study the weird wonders of the amazing Antarctic.
For the sum of Antarctica's secrets is but one piece in the greater puzzle that challenges man on all corners of the universe.
The coldest, driest, and windiest place on Earth, Antarctica is a land of extremes. Covering an area larger than Europe, this vast frozen desert is home to jaw-dropping natural wonders, bizarre wildlife, and scientific discoveries that challenge what we know about our planet. Let's dive into 15 incredible geography facts that prove Antarctica is one of the most fascinating places on Earth. Number 1. The coldest temperature ever recorded. Antarctica holds the record for the coldest temperature ever measured on Earth, a truly bone-chilling negative 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 89.2 degrees Celsius. This extreme reading was recorded at the Soviet Union's Vostok Station on July 21, 1983, during the heart of the Antarctic winter. But believe it or not, it can get even colder. In 2018, NASA satellites detected mind-numbing surface temperatures of negative 144 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 98 degrees Celsius, in East Antarctica. That's colder than the sublimation point of dry ice, meaning any exposed skin would freeze almost instantly. These extreme temperatures make Antarctica one of the most inhospitable places on the planet, where even scientific research teams must take extraordinary precautions to survive. Number 2. The largest desert in the world. When people think of deserts, they usually imagine vast landscapes of scorching sand dunes under the blazing sun. However, not all deserts are hot. Antarctica is officially the largest desert on Earth, spanning a massive 5.5 million square miles, 14.2 million square kilometers. That's larger than the entire United States and Mexico combined. What makes it a desert? It all comes down to precipitation, or rather, the lack of it. The continent receives less than 2 inches, 50 millimeters of snow per year, making it drier than the Sahara Desert. The interior of Antarctica is so arid that some areas haven't seen significant snowfall in thousands of years. Number 3. 70% of the world's freshwater Antarctica is essentially one enormous ice block, holding a staggering 70% of the world's fresh water locked within its colossal ice sheets. If all of this ice were to melt, the consequences would be catastrophic. Number 4. The windy continent Antarctica is not just the coldest and driest place on Earth, it's also the windiest. The continent experiences powerful katabatic winds, which occur when dense, cold air rushes down from the elevated interior towards the coast. Explorers and scientists working in Antarctica must be extremely cautious, as these icy gusts can make visibility near zero and temperatures feel even colder due to wind chill. Number 5. The South Pole moves. Most people think of the geographic South Pole as a fixed point on the map, but in reality, it's constantly shifting. Because of this movement, scientists must physically relocate the official South Pole marker every New Year's Day to ensure it remains in the correct location. This shift is a reminder of how dynamic and ever-changing Antarctica really is. Number 6. Antarctica is actually rising. While large chunks of ice are melting at its edges, Antarctica itself is slowly rising. Now, as some of that ice melts, the land is rebounding upward, much like a mattress regains its shape after someone gets up. Scientists closely monitor this movement because it affects global sea levels and provides clues about Antarctica's past and future stability. Number 7. An underwater waterfall. Hidden beneath Antarctica's thick ice lies one of the strangest natural wonders on Earth. A blood-red underwater waterfall known as blood falls. This eerie phenomenon occurs in the McMurdo Dry Valleys. Scientists believe studying these microbes could provide insights into possible extraterrestrial life, as similar conditions might exist on icy moons like Europa and Enceladus. Number 8. Antarctica once had forests. It's hard to imagine now, but Antarctica was once covered in lush green forests. Around 90 million years ago, during the Mesozoic era, back then, Antarctica was still near the South Pole, but Earth's climate was much warmer, Scientists continue to study these ancient forests to understand how the planet's climate has shifted over millions of years, and what that might mean for the future. Number 9. The deepest point on land Antarctica doesn't just have the coldest and windiest extremes. It also holds the record for the deepest point on land anywhere on Earth. Beneath the Denman Glacier in East Antarctica, scientists only discovered the full extent of its depth in recent years using radar technology. If the ice covering Denman Glacier were to melt completely, this deep canyon could fill with water, significantly impacting global sea levels. Number 10. No indigenous humans. Unlike every other continent, Antarctica has never had an indigenous human population. Throughout history, no civilization has ever called it home, and no ancient tribes or early settlers ever lived on its frozen landscape. The continent's harsh climate, brutal winds, and extreme isolation make permanent human settlement nearly impossible. Even today, the only people who stay in Antarctica are scientists and researchers, living in temporary bases scattered across the ice. During the summer months, the population of these research stations can reach around 5,000 people. But in winter, when temperatures drop to life-threatening lows, it shrinks to just 1,000 hardy individuals. Number 11. Antarctica is home to the largest iceberg ever recorded, iceberg B-15, which broke off the Ross Ice Shelf in March 2000, holds the record as the largest iceberg ever recorded. This colossal chunk of ice originally measured approximately 295 kilometers, 183 miles, in length and 37 kilometers, 23 miles in width, covering an area of about 11,000 square kilometers, 4,250 square miles, making it larger than the island of Jamaica. The separation of massive icebergs like B-15 is part of the natural cycle of Antarctica's ice shelves, but it also highlights the dynamic and ever-changing nature of the continent's frozen landscape. Number 12. Antarctica has active volcanoes. Despite being one of the coldest and most inhospitable places on Earth, Antarctica is home to multiple active volcanoes. The most well-known is Mount Erebus, which is not only the southernmost active volcano on the planet, but also one of the few volcanoes in the world with a persistent lava lake in its crater. Standing at 3,794 meters, 12,448 feet high, Mount Erebus has been continuously active since at least 1972, regularly emitting plumes of gas, ash, and lava bombs into the frigid Antarctic sky. Deception Island is particularly unique because its geothermal activity heats some of the surrounding waters, making it one of the only places in Antarctica where visitors can take a warm bath in naturally heated water, while being surrounded by ice and snow. Number 13. More penguins than people. If there's one species that truly dominates Antarctica, it's penguins. With no land predators, these adorable tuxedo-wearing birds thrive in the icy environment, forming massive colonies with tens of thousands of individuals. In contrast, there are only a few thousand humans on the continent at any given time, making penguins the clear majority. Antarctica is home to several species of penguins, including the emperor penguin, the largest and most famous of them all. These birds endure some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Number 14. The midnight sun and polar night. Antarctica experiences one of the most extreme seasonal changes on Earth, not in temperature, but in sunlight. Because the continent is located at the South Pole, it goes through a phenomenon called the midnight sun in summer and polar night in winter. During the Antarctic summer, roughly October to March, the sun never sets. Instead, it stays above the horizon 24 hours a day, creating endless daylight. These extreme light cycles shape life in Antarctica, affecting both the people working there and the wildlife, which must adapt to months of continuous daylight followed by months of complete darkness. Number 15. A place colder than Mars. Believe it or not, Antarctica can be colder than Mars. The coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth was negative 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 89.2 degrees Celsius, at Vostok Station in 1983. So, why is Antarctica so brutally cold? Several factors contribute. It's the southernmost continent, meaning it gets very little direct sunlight. It's covered in massive ice sheets, which reflect heat rather than absorb it. It has high elevations, with the central plateau reaching over 9,000 feet, 2,700 meters, above sea level. Strong katabatic winds pull freezing air down from the interior, making it feel even colder. With such extreme temperatures, Antarctica is one of the most inhospitable places on Earth, where even brief exposure can cause frostbite in minutes. Yet, despite these deadly conditions, life, whether it's humans in research stations or resilient wildlife like penguins and seals, continues to find a way to survive. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section.